Hi there, this is Al from thegaminggeek.net, and we've got another performance test today. This time it's for the Anbernic RG353V, and it's a wrestling game called WWF No Mercy. This was a Nintendo 64 exclusive, so let me just adjust the lighting here a little bit. Alright, so as we're watching this game's intro, let me talk more about this device. So I am testing the V, which is a vertical handheld. I'll move it right here. But performance will be the same on the Anbernic RG353P as well as the Anbernic 353M. I would even imagine that performance would be as good on the RG503. That is if you're on the Linux system. So I am using the last public release of JELOS. So we're gonna press a button here. Stop that noise from continuing. So again, I'm using JELOS. And later we're also going to take a look at the performance on the Android side. So the 353V, P, and M all have Android as an alternative, right? For JELOS, the emulator that I'm using is Mupen 64 Plus Standalone Rice. If you go into JELOS, it's the last one on the list, the only one that says Rice. Alright, so we've got a couple of game modes here, and we will test those that can really push this device to the limit, right? So one thing I learned from my previous wrestling videos, by the way, you can check my channel for that, is that wrestling matches can take a long time. So we're gonna stop at 5 minutes. And alright, where are we? So I'm not gonna finish the matches anymore. Alright, and here we have so I'm gonna show you a couple of things here, but I'm gonna choose Kurt Angle. So look at that, right? Do you see that? He's moving. The 3D model, when you're in the character selection screen, doesn't looks incomplete, right? So remember that. But we're choosing Kurt Angle, and wonder who's gonna team up with Kurt Angle. Maybe Mankind. Who is a good match with Kurt Angle? We'll just choose Jericho. And then he's going to be facing the Brothers of Destruction. So let's do Undertaker and Kane. And I prefer this look of Kane. Look at that. He doesn't even have a face here. Alright, here it looks good. Graphics are decent. Right? I would even say they're better than what you can find on the PlayStation 1. So I'm going to turn the brightness a little bit lower. There you go, so that you can have a better appreciation of the color. There we're gonna begin. Right, so let's take a look at the entrances. Entrances are a big part of wrestling games. Now this was the N64 era, so entrances are like abbreviated, right? If the term makes sense. You don't get the full entrance, you don't get the full vignette. Yeah, you just get a snippet of it. But I think that's more than what we could ask for given the era, right? I'm not sure if there are any PS1, PlayStation 1 wrestling games that have full entrances. I think we only started to get the full entrances when we get to the next generation, which is the PlayStation 2 and the GameCube. Right, so a little bit dark. By the way, this is a follow-up to NCW sorry, that's WCW NWO Revenge, which has the same game engine, but features WCW wrestlers instead. That one had a fuller entrance, so it would let you see the wrestlers up until they get into the ring, but they don't have the music. So I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit. Alright, we have the timer there at the bottom. Once it goes past 5, if I'm nowhere near ending the match, we are going to just exit. Right, but look at this. By the way, if you look at best wrestling games, the greatest wrestling games of all time, you are going to see this game on that list, right? This is highly revered. Even after tons of wrestling games that came out on the PS2. Okay, so right now it's running pretty well. I don't feel any performance issues at all. The mechanics of this game involve momentum, so you build your momentum and then you go for a finisher. I will say it is a little tough to do the finishers here. You have to wiggle the analog stick. You know what? That's a little... the volume's a little too low. Music's a little generic too. Now, I've never played this game. I think the lighting's too dark, so let me lighten it up a bit. I've never played this game for real. I didn't have a Nintendo 64 back in the day. Still a little too dark, so let me just make sure that what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing is actually what's being recorded, right? Ooh. Right, so let's tag Jericho. One thing I like about this is that when you tag, you control the next active wrestler, which wasn't the case for a wrestling game that I tried recently on the PS2. Wait a second, how do I climb up? Alright. Performance is really good. Cradle. Nope. I think what people really like about this is the create a wrestler mode, which we'll take a look at before we go into Android. Alright, Kane's in. Oops. Trying to make a tag. There you go. Kurt Angle's back. Forgot. Alright, I'm not good at this game, so my moves are a little repetitive. There we go, it's changed things up. Time limit's almost done. Kane keeps moving up. He's like quick to recover. Can't even. Alright, so here, let's see. Oh, he doesn't. Kurt doesn't do the ankle lock. Ooh, shoulder breaker. Alright. We're past the 5-minute mark, but let me just try to see if I can do a special move. Oh no, Kane has the special. Oh no! Well, I thought he was gonna do the special on me. Oh, there you go. Special move. Alright. Tombstone pile driver. I tried to build up my momentum. Oof. Undertaker's quick with the save. Is he gonna go for a tag? Alright, let's go for a taunt. Oh man, run a power slam. Yep. If on the 10-minute mark I don't execute the special, I'm really going to. Oh, he reversed it. Man, alright. I'm really gonna quit. We might lose this match before I even get the chance to do the special. Oh wow. Abdominal stretch. My momentum's really bad. Alright. You know what? Let's switch to Jericho. Well, we saw a tombstone pile driver, so I think that's good enough. There you go. Jericho got a high impact move in. Oh, crud. Alright, it's not looking good. I don't think I can get the meter to where it needs to be before the 10-minute mark, so we're just gonna exit. Alright. There you go. So that's a tag match. So we had 4 wrestlers in the ring, and performance was good, right? So let's see what else we have. Guest referee, let's not do that. We have a ladder match, so let's see how that works. Again, 5 to 10 minutes. Let's make it a triple threat. So ladder matches, it's gonna be, who do I want? I want Christian. Yeah, I'll go as Christian. And it's gonna be against Jericho and Jeff Hardy. Alright, look at that missing face. By the way, the 3D models aren't complete, right, in the character selection, but once we get to the actual match, they're complete, right? They look good. So here's Christian's entrance. I don't even recognize Christian's entrance music. Jericho's entrance music though, still the same. And so is Jeff Hardy's. I recognize it, I'm not sure if it's accurate. Alright. We can see the belt hanging above. There's the shadow. There's the ladder. We got the ladder. Go inside. The ladder match. Alright, let's go ahead and, no slowdown even though there's a ladder. Ooh. Alright, let's ignore them. Ooh. Turning down the volume again a little bit. It's just noise at this point. Yeah, just climb up the... You don't let me climb up the ladder. Well, of course, right? How do I run here? Alright, that's the technique. Get them to fight each other. Oh my. Come on, I got a match to win. It's useless, Christian. Don't do that. Alright. Alright, so it's working fine. Controls are good. Alright, so I'm doing some sneaky tactics here. When they've got their attention on each other, that's the time we're gonna climb up here. What the? Oh, someone's bleeding. You see that? Jericho's bleeding. We have it. All right, we won. Alright, there's a replay. I accidentally backed out of it, but performance is good. There you go, I won. Oh, I pressed rematch. That's my mistake. Alright, I'll skip through that. We'll go back to the main menu. Alright, we're back in the main menu, and just looking through this Iron Man match, it's pretty much the same. I think you have your pay-per-view here, wherein you can create your own event. Let's cancel. Number of matches, and then you can design it, I think. Do we have a creator mode? Single play, championship and survival. Smackdown Mall? What's this? Let's take a look at this. Maybe the create a wrestler is here. Superstar options, create a superstar. Oh, let's see how well this performs, right? Alright, so you can do that, but let's go for appearance already. Let's see how easy it is to create a wrestler. So it's oh, that's not good. It just doesn't load right away. But after you press decision, I think it does load. Let's see, ring attire. You can change the color. It's not good. Half tights. I want like full tights. I don't know why, but the right leg is missing. Just choose any. So this is what made No Mercy really popular back in the day. You have all sorts of moves. Do you have finishers? No. Stance, submission skills. Alright, and then parameters. So these are the stats. Ally and enemy. Oh, so you can even do that. Program your allies and enemies. Just don't know where the finishing moves would be. Turn back home, but yeah, let's cancel. You can change stable. To what? Oh, it's just okay. It's not very. That doesn't make sense. All right. Let's just take a look at the Royal Rumble mode. Just trying to stress test this game, right? Now, Royal Rumble here doesn't work in the same way as the traditional Rumble, because this is still a standard match. It's just that people will come in as you defeat opponents, right? So I'll show you. We'll do 8 Superstar Challenge. Let's do Royal Rumble. Okay. I'm gonna choose Kurt Angle. You know what? I don't want to choose Kurt Angle. I want, yeah, Chris Jericho. I'm hoping he's got. And then Christian. Yeah, Mark Henry's good. Steven Richards. Val Venus. Tess. Steve Blackman. Alright. I just went random. There you go. Looks good here. No graphical glitches. Let's proceed. So it's like a fatal 4-way, but only 4 wrestlers are allowed in the ring, and when you defeat one, if you've got more left in the list, they're gonna come in. Right, so you have to defeat the wrestler. It's not if you throw them over the top rope, they're eliminated. Doesn't work that way. All right. So let's see here. Oh, Mark Henry's big. Alright, so that's why I can't get him. Now let's see if Jericho's gonna perform a submission move. Well, so Jericho? No. Alright. Then I might have chosen the wrong character. Alright, let's just go crazy. Again, 5 minutes. Let's see if I can defeat anyone in 5 minutes. It's weird, even here, you have rope breaks in a Royal Rumble match, right? Oh no. Atomic drop by Steven Richards. Oh no. Power bomb. Didn't know he was that. I didn't know he had that in his arsenal. Alright. Nice tag team move. Alright. Oh. Ooh, wow, nice. Jericho pulled it off. Alright. Okay, so we've got special going on. Darn it. I don't think that was a special move. Regardless, let's see if I can pin him. Oh. Alright, so but the game's flowing real nicely, right? There's no delays, nothing that takes me out of my immersion. Still a pretty solid game to play. Definitely much better than, I'd say, some of the PlayStation 1 wrestling games, right? What was that? WWF Attitude and WWF Raw. Alright, I have a minute to go. I think Steven Richards is almost done. Yeah, same with Mark Henry. There you go. I don't think that's it. But look at that power bomb. Oh, Walls of Jericho. Darn it. See if I can get Walls of Jericho on Christian. Oof. Oh man, I don't know how to... Man. Oh, there you go. So we have an elimination. So look at what happens. So Val Venus makes his entrance finally. So no performance issues there. Right, Christian's eliminated. And then we have Tess. Oh wow, now Tess' body is incomplete while he was running, but as soon as he came in, his model's complete now. Alright, so I'll let them be. Alright, so that's how the Royal Rumble mode works. I'm like 2 opponents away from a victory. Yeah, but I think this is a good enough test for you guys to see if No Mercy is playable on JELOS, and yeah, it is. So let's see how this game looks like on Android to see if we're missing out on anything, right? Let me just do this to... Alright, I got kicked in the face, so yeah. Going to Android in 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're back, and I've loaded the WWF No Mercy on the Android side. The emulator on Android, if you don't know, is M64 plus FZ Pro. It's already pre-installed in Anbernic's stock Android firmware, so you don't have to worry about anything aside from, you know, configuring the game, adjusting my lighting. There's the volume for Android, and here we have No Mercy. Alright, so since we saw that this plays really well on Linux, on JELOS, then let's go ahead and directly go into something that will test this game's performance. So let's see, tag help time. It's good enough. We're going I'm in the mood for a little APA. Yeah, so let's do Bradshaw and Farouk. We're going to go up against the new Age Outlaws. Where are they? Let's do Road Dogg and Billy Gunn himself. Alright, so here the models are, I think this looks slightly better because there's a little bit more shadow to them. Let's see how the entrances fare. Alright, big JBL before, you know, he became rich. Now we have Farouk. Right, even tag teams come in individually, right? Alright, so let's put this to the test. There's some stuttering there, but look at how this game looks. More texture on the polygons. Oops. I think I forgot to set it on easy mode. Oh no. Pile driver. We don't see that too often anymore, I don't think. Ooh. I'm getting roughed up by Road Dogg. Alright. We're a little bit too far from the... Is there an option for camera? Alright. Alright, so again, 5 minutes. Then we're gonna test the other modes. Alright, he goes for a tag, so I guess we should go for a tag too. Oh wow, I got tossed out of the ring. Now the controls of this game are surprisingly easy, except that I can't... Oh wow, look at that, a tag team move. Nice. Oh, Farouk got knocked out of the ring. Now, I'll have to admit, the music is so generic to me. I don't know if it's slowing down or playing at the right pace. I have no idea. Alright, single leg Boston Crab. Alright, now we're, oops, I forgot to target Road Dogg. Alright, let's go for a tag. He doesn't go for a tag. Now let's go for a tag. Farouk's in. We're at the 4-minute mark. Pretty good performance. The only stutter that I had experienced was at the beginning, right? Right at the beginning of the match, there was just a real 1 second stutter. The only thing that I can do well with the default control scheme is running attacks. It's gonna take a while to get used to. Alright, I was able to reverse that. Alright, final maneuvers. And then we're quitting. Quit match. So let's go and test a few more modes here. Now, outside of performance, just a comment after I've played WCW NWO Revenge. I think it's just a matter of which wrestlers and which roster you prefer. So we're gonna do another ladder match. This time we're gonna reverse it. It's gonna be Edge. Let me just choose a good color for Edge. And then Matt Hardy. And then I don't know who's gonna be. Who's a good intercontinental? Yeah, X-Pac. Yeah, why not? Alright, give 5 minutes and then we're gonna take a look at the Royal Rumble match. And I mean, this game has The Rock and Triple H, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mankind. But you know, without Shawn Michaels or Bret Hart, it feels empty to me. Now, yeah. Bret wasn't part of WWF around the time of this game, so I understand. Maybe Owen Hart would have been good to have. Meanwhile, on WCW NWO Revenge, we had Bret Hart, we had Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And I'm a big Bret Hart fan, so it's nice to be able to play as the Hart Foundation. Oh, I'm Edge. Man, I forgot. Alright, definitely there's more texture here. They don't feel like they're too flat. They don't look like they're too flat. There's more definition in the polygons. So I'm just gonna do my similar strategy. And let's see if I can win before 5 minutes. Christian was able to do it. Edge, can you do it? Man, what I'd give for a game like this, but with an earlier 90s roster. Fight each other, man. Don't... There you go. That was quick. Less than 2 minutes. Edge broke Christian's record. Yeah, played well. There you go. There are more contours to the human muscles. Quit. Let's take a look at create a wrestler, right? Because we had some bugs over in JELOS when you try to create a wrestler. Graphical bugs, right? So let's go directly to appearance. Head, face. I think with face we had here it loads real time. Alright, let's see if we can do facial hair. Facial hair. There you go. There. Here it loads real time, so you can choose. And what about attire? Here it's complete. In JELOS there were some graphical issues. Right, I think once your created wrestler is in the game, they're going to be complete. But here, I think it's going to be easier if you're into creating your own wrestlers, because you can see things in real time. Right, what else? Upper body. What can we put on the upper body? No sleeve. There you go. Austin 360. Alright, so we're gonna exit out of that. Yes, let's cancel. See, canceling people weren't isn't just a thing now. You can cancel people back then. No, I'm just kidding. That makes no sense. Alright, so we're gonna do 8 superstars. Still going to be the same, but I wonder who's got a submission move as a regular move. Eddie Guerrero? I know that Ken Shamrock is a hidden character. I wish he was available from the get-go. I would have wanted to play as him. Man, let's go Chris Jericho again. Kane, Crash Holly, Devon Dudley, Road Dogg. I'm just doing random. Steven Richards, for as long as it makes sense. Dean Malenko, alright. So going to go through entrances again. At least the entrances aren't that long. But I mean, let's just see if performance is good in Android as well. Because earlier when we started the tag team match, there was a bit of stuttering. So I want to see what this game looks like when a wrestler's running in. Will it slow down when there's a transition? Right, when a wrestler gets defeated. So let's just take a look. I skipped the Devon's entrance. Alright, no stutter whatsoever. Alright. So let's just eliminate one of the wrestlers. Now let's see what happens when someone runs in. I'm gonna play my best and beat people up. There you go. Doing a good job of teaming up with Crash Holly. Oh, nice. Crash Holly's working with me. Alright, we're not going to eliminate him then. Done pretty good damage to the other superstars. See, Kane got tossed out, but he's still in the match. So this isn't... Maybe the developers haven't figured out how to implement Royal Rumble rules yet. Oh wow. Ooh. Oh, Crash is even teaming up with the Devon. Devon reversed the my grapple and did a pump handle slam on me. Crash is still there. Kane's almost defeated. So I'll focus on Kane. Get his legs. Man, I got into a... Alright, let's stay away from Devon because he's got a special. Alright, really working on Kane's legs here. Crash is in danger, he's almost eliminated now. Ooh, nice springboard drop kick. Who was eliminated? Was it Crash or... Oh, it's Crash. Alright, so now we're gonna see how it looks, how it performs. Is someone running in? Complete graphics. Road Dogg, no stutter. So it looks like you're in good shape in Android. So yeah, we're gonna conclude this episode. WWF No Mercy, originally released on the Nintendo 64, very playable on the Anbernic RG353 devices, especially when you use JELOS. It looks slightly better on Android, but you're not missing a whole lot, right? So if you want to stick with the JELOS, just remember, use Mupen 64 plus Rice, the standalone emulator, and you're good. I did already try the other emulators, and they're not pretty good. We're gonna have some performance issues with that. Alright, now I'm starting to have too much fun. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Check out my other wrestling videos. And if you have game requests, let me know by leaving a comment below. Once again, this is Al from thegaminggeek.net. Talk to you in the next video.